Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to talk about how many times I drank in 2022. So, in my previous video, I was talking about how I basically went back to like a lot of archived videos from last year because every time I usually drank, I always like uploaded a video or a picture, especially like if I was out and about. So I basically went back and just kept track of like all the times that I drank like within the months of last year. And so I'm gonna break it down to you guys. So this may not be like 100% accurate, but it's pretty close to it. It's probably like 95% accurate because there could have been times where I did drink, but I didn't like upload a picture or video. But you know, it's about 95% accurate, so let's get into it. Okay, so I drank January 16th and the 30th. For February, I drank the 28th and the 29th. For March, I drank the 1st, the 5th, the 6th, the 21st, the 26th, the 30th, and the 31st. In April, I drank the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 24th, and the 30th. In May, I didn't drink at all. That's why I put an X right there. Okay, no drinks in May. In June, I drank the 23rd and the 24th. In July, I drank the 4th, the 5th, the 10th, the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 22, 23, 24. So you may have noticed that, you know, this is like the biggest time that I drank during this month. In July is my birthday, guys, so you already know how it went. Like, I was hanging out with people, you know, just it was my birthday month, so that's the reason why it was a lot. It was like 10 times in July that I drank. So in August, I drank the 3rd, the 8th, the 9th, and the 27th. And then for September and October, I didn't drink at all. Okay. In November, I drank one time, the 4th. And in December, I also drank one time. And that was New Year's. But yeah, guys, I noticed a pattern though. Okay, so right here in January and in February is when I drank, you know, 3 times within 2 months, or 4 times within 2 months. And you know, during this time I wasn't like hanging out with anybody. You know, I was just chilling like by myself. So around March is when I started hanging out with this person again.
I'm dying.
You know, this person reached out to me and we started hanging out. So that's when it started going back up, you know, from March to April. And then I think in May, I wasn't talking to this person either. So, you know, it was kind of like a pattern, you know, like when I wasn't hanging around this person, I wasn't even drinking at all. Because also like around this time, well, yeah, around August. So around August was kind of like the last month that I was hanging out with like people. And so yeah, in September and October is when I went like 2 months without like drinking at all. And so yeah, guys, so that's what like I noticed. It was like a pattern. Like every time I went back to hanging out with person, I would always end up drinking. And then, you know, so there's another thing that I want to show you guys. I made like a little chart. So yeah, guys, so this is how it looks like, you know, visually. You know, in January I drank twice, and then in February twice. In March it was 7 times. In April it was 5 times. I didn't drink at all in May. In June I drank twice. In July I drank 10 times. August I drank 4 times. And September, October, I didn't drink at all. And November and December, I just drank one time. But yeah, guys, I just want, I also want to show you something else. This is how I want my future chart to look like in 2023. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Get all those check marks. Yeah, man, this is how I want it to look like, though, like this year, man. Like, no drink, not a single drop at all, bro. Like, I know some people will probably be like, so basically, guys, like in total, I forgot to mention, in total, that was like 30 times last year that I drank in 2022. It was 30 times in total, okay? And the previous years, it definitely was a lot more, you know? So even though I didn't, 30 out of 365 may not seem like a lot, but I don't know, guys, like, you know how like they say, oh, it's just a moderation, but I'm not even trying to do it in moderation, guys. Like, I don't even care if it was like, if I drank like once a month, that's still 12 times out of the year, which is a little bit. But even then, guys, like, I just want to be like in that flow state energy, you know? I don't want to be doing things in moderation that's like not even good for me, right? It's just a huge distraction. And like I've mentioned in my videos, guys, like I don't even want to do that. So it's kind of exciting, guys, because it's like for the past 10 years, I was just, just drinking on and off here and there, whatever. And the longest I went within those 10 years of, drinking was like 6 months. But it always messes up, guys. It's always usually like why I started drinking again was because I started hanging out with people that were drinking as well. And that's the problem, guys, that I didn't have like that masculine frame to basically like my masculine frame, but like the willpower to be like stoic, and not fold around like other people. When I wasn't drinking for like 6 months, guys, I remember this was like, I feel like this was like 3 years ago when I stopped drinking for 6 months. I would get around people that were drinking and I wasn't even fazed by it, People would be like, "Oh, you want to drink?" I was like, "Oh, I'm good." And like I wasn't even fazed by it because I was like so sober for like such a long time that I didn't even like crave it. But I don't know, guys, like around like 6 months, like I just saw my friend always drinking like every time I was with him. So I ended up having like one like 32 ounce. And then, that's kind of where it just started up again, which is a problem, guys. Like the smallest micro things that you do have a huge impact like on your future. So that's why you could be like, oh, I just do it in moderation. And it may not seem like it's affecting you like in that moment, but it's little micro changes that cause a ripple effect like throughout the year. Because like I said, man, like right here, how it started off with just like twice, just drinking 2 times, and then February drinking 2 times, and then it just escalated more and more, and then it went back down, and then more, and it's just a cycle. It's just like this, just like you just like the less it is, the less it shows, the better quality like my life was. When I wasn't drinking, guys, I was being like more productive. I was getting more gains in the gym. I was just being more in that flow state energy. But every time that I would go back to drinking, I would start eating like junk food, or I'd fall off my retention journey. And yeah, man, it's just like a huge distraction. And guys, when I was like not drinking for those 6 months, I didn't even know about retention or anything, guys. That was like 3 years ago. But it's crazy now because like since I have like this new awareness about everything, um it's like retention, like seeing retention plus sobriety is like next level shit. Like straight up, bro, is like next level in accomplishing like your goals and having a clear vision and where you want to go, and overall feeling like a lot better like in your life. So it's just about being focused, because you can't let these like little distractions take over, because the smallest things that you do in your life have the biggest effects like in your future. And like I said, I mentioned before that I don't want to be like in my 30s, in my 40s, just drinking and just some low life shit, man. I don't care, like partying and all these things. Like I just want to accomplish great things, and you guys should have that mentality as well. Uh, you know, don't be so, how do you say, like, don't let society tell you that, like, oh, it's okay to just be party and then just, you're young, you should have fun and all this bullshit, man. But like, they want us to fail. Like we are set up to fail. Like the Matrix, like has had us for a long time, and it's time to break free from those chains. And being free from lust and being free from addictions like drinking and shit, that's like true freedom. That's like, that's living like a higher quality of life right there, not having to depend on drinks or chasing like the next dopamine. um when you're sober, you have a very vigilant, very conscious mind. So now you could think a lot clearer. You could um, you're more focused on where you want to go in life. You're more naturally motivated. You have that energy within you to get things done. And if you combine that with retention, man, you're just like in that flow state energy. You could do whatever you want. You'll be saving money. You'll be accomplishing a lot of things, guys. So just keep that in mind. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys